Hello, everyone. Now, my producer has expressed an interest in having me try and do more of these in a live format rather than a scripted. So for tonight's table talk, I want to discuss why we produce videos. One thing that's come up recently, we need to discuss and remember the lessons that we've learned along the way. Why are we making these videos? Is it art or ego, or are the two inherently tied together? As we're dealing in these fringe concepts or traditional religious iconography, we must recognize one group that will be attracted to the notion as a whole, whether they're making videos or not, and that is the mentally ill. Now, they are going to be involved, and so will those who prey upon them, such as the sensational rag magazines we're all familiar with. So the scoffers of conspiracy theories may indeed conclude that at least some of the audience is a little off. Now, that's not a justification for laughing and mocking them, because we do have to keep in mind that the illness also predisposes people to unusual religious convictions. And in fact, the UFO phenomena has been likened to a new religion by some in the psychotherapy industry. So yes, mentally ill people can and do gravitate towards views where the sensational or miraculous is the norm, not the mundane day-to-day experience the rest of us experience, at least in our base condition of daily consciousness. So our first reason for making videos as independent productions is not too far removed from poor mental health, and that is the generally accepted in society ego. Ego is accepted as a normal form of human behavior, and some within the bounds of what we would consider wellness and normal behavior just feel better about themselves when they're able to discover something and they feel the rest of us don't know about it and feel kind of special in sharing it with us. That's great. If not for some of these folks, then I'm sure this channel wouldn't be doing its thing today. Now, secondly, we have the aforementioned artist who produces videos in the same way that a painter creates a painting. It's a snapshot of life presented to an interested audience. The artist accepted as being a generally healthy, mentally if not emotionally, individual, and the ego there is actually seen as part of his or her creative process. And then finally we have those who produce videos for the purpose of making money. They do it for profit. And in our culture, this is undoubtedly a necessary evil. In our own venue, we look at many of the hard sciences that are well established, but we also review cutting-edge theories that are often outside of academia, enough to fall into the category of conspiracy theories. Now, one problem we've recently experienced and gained our first serious stalker in the process was a recognition that there is a serious problem within the educational and specifically the UFO community, whereby we have failed to learn the lessons of decades of individuals who have suffered under the scorn and ridicule of mainstream society. Now, for the anchors or representatives, narrators of any production, whether it's for art or for profit, to scoff and denigrate those people who have found evidence that something is going on and they are concerned about it, but perhaps lack the full evidence in light of day to gain mainstream acceptance. If we've learned anything about being ridiculed and laughed at ourselves for decades, we should be far more tolerant of those coming to us with concerns, whatever they may be. For example, we considered Jesse Ventura to be an outstanding individual, one of my personal heroes, who has addressed many of these issues head on and given all that he has done with his life. He's no one that I would laugh at least not to his face. Therefore, we encourage our subscribers, few as they may be. We're not out to gain any, win any popularity contests. We're just here to create and hopefully enlighten to some small degree. We encourage our subscribers to use their power of choice to try and send a clear message to any channel which makes fun of, well, anyone. One can make a sarcastic and pointed comment, that's fine. But until we have a clear theory of everything in the science community and understand the full scope of our cosmic neighborhood in full detail, we should not be laughing, giggling, or smirking at any ideas that are being presented by individuals, artists, or for-profit production companies with views different than our own. We've been there ourselves, whether it be dead ends in mainstream science or we've been ridiculed for what we've witnessed, whatever it was. Let's try and respect and learn. Thank you.
Well, the point is that from a strictly physical, scientific standpoint, this organism is a continuous energy with everything else that's going on. And if I am my foot, I am the sun.
Describe the outer limits of that atom would be out by that mountain over there, roughly 20 miles away. And everything in between is empty. In fact, the universe is mostly empty.